Hi, Namaste and welcome to my channel. So this is a video series I'm doing on psychic attack, and this is psychic attack part 4. And what we're going to be working on with you today is reversing the attacker's hypnotic suggestions through cognitive therapy and self-hypnosis. So if you've been suffering from psychic attack and you feel that they're putting hypnotic suggestions in your mind telepathically through sleeping, or that spirits have been placing, hypnotic suggestions, it really doesn't even matter how it's been done. It's done, okay? Whether it's spirits, whether it's a person, whether who's doing it, it doesn't even matter. All you know is that things have happened where your mind was thinking things so much that now your mind automatically thinks things, okay? It's like a smoker, and I did the video before. If you haven't seen, please watch all of them, and I explain one by one, and we're working on 4. It's like when you smoke for so long, smoke, and it's like someone's throwing you a thought in your mind, thought so long. It's like smoking. It's like a habit. Your mind automatically thinks, boom, boom. It's because the conscious mind is almost like a mind of its own, okay? Just automatic thoughts come in, like flashbacks. Something happened to your child, and every time you see a certain thing, you just have a flashback. It's not like you purposely think that, it's just flashbacks, So also, if you've been dealing with psychic attack for a while, you might want to look up symptoms of post-traumatic stress syndrome, because you might have to deal with some post-traumatic stress syndromes as well, because it is real. And when you endure any kind of hostage situation, any kind of thing that makes your mind or your body feel threatened in any way, you undergo a post-trauma, and now you have to deal with a couple of other things. So we're going to start working with you on how to reverse what has been placed in your mind. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to eliminate the simple distractions in your life. We're not going to jump and say, okay, I'm thinking this thought and I'm going to change it overnight. No, okay? Let's work on things really slow. Take out a piece of paper and pen right now, okay? Pause the video and go get a piece of paper and a pen, okay? And what I want you to do is, I want you to list all of the things that are your pet peeves. We're gonna start working on these things one by one, okay? See, by clearing these things in our conscious mind, we can clear and work off and start reversing the effects of the psychic attack that was done to us. So about 4 years ago, I did this. I listed all the things on my list. About 4 or 5 years ago, almost 5 years, I think about 5 years ago now, I started writing all the things on my little list that I wanted to work on, okay? And so I listed all these things, and I'm just gonna go on list, give you an example of one. See, at this time I was living with my family, and see, every time I would go to check on the trash, it was full, and nobody took it out. And I was always the one who had to take it out, and that bothered me. That was like a pet peeve of mine. That just made me really kind of upset. And it dawns on me one day that I can't change what other people do. I can only change me. I can't sit there, even if I get mad, even if I say something to them, if I get upset or hurt or whatever, and say, why do I always have to take the trash out? And obviously, when you throw out the trash, why do you just leave it there? Why do you let it pile up? What? I don't understand. Why don't you just take it out? When I see it full, I take it out, trying to give, and I got to a point where people don't change no matter what you say. You cannot change another person. So getting upset when they're not doing anything or something that you want, you're only hurting yourself. So you may be wondering right now, what does this have to do with psychic attack? It has everything to do with psychic attack, and I'll explain to you why. You see, a spirit who is attacking you will wait until your aura dims. Because when your aura is filled with light and positive energy, and your aura has a certain color to it that's nice, bright, they cannot attack you. It'd be hard for them to attack you. But when you get upset, something bothers you, your aura dims, and now they can go in. They'll go right in for the attack. Okay? This is what causes people to have conflict in their lives. So basically, cognitive therapy and auto-suggestion, by statistics, is 80% positive. Okay? I remember they did this study. They did a study on, I think it was prisoners, okay? And they put a certain amount of them in a cognitive therapy type of environment. 80% of them were able to change their life around. Of the people who were in the study, okay? Of the people who were in the study. So it is effective. So obviously your words are very important. If you say, I can't do it, I just can't. I'm not capable of doing something like that. There's no way I will ever be able to do that. Then you can't. Why? Because you have trained your mind to believe what you say. And if every time I go to take off my trash can, say, oh, I'm so sick of this. Why can't they take out the trash? I'm just sick of this all the time. I'm going to believe what I say, okay, or what I think. Because words are what programs the mind. Words. Everything. Hypnosis is about words. So here is mine that I had actually written down. I never get upset when I see the trash full. I simply take it out. I wrote it on a piece of paper, okay? And I pinned it to my bedroom wall. See, I noticed when I was doing my cognitive therapy that when you have a whole list of things that you're going to change about yourself, you end up falling on your face. Put one simple thing that bothers you. Change that one thing, and when you conquer that, then you move on to the next. So this is going to be a slow process. It took me about 4 months before I was able to reprogram these thoughts, because it was something I had in my mind all the time. I mean, at first when I was taking out the trash, I was like, I never get upset when I take out the trash, you know? But after a while of saying it, I never get upset. One day, I'm not even thinking about it. I just take out the trash and throw it out. I'm not even thinking about it. And that's how it works. It's not like you're going to write this down tomorrow, and tomorrow you're going to be perfectly better on that particular subject. So what we're going to do is you're going to write down a list of all the things, pet peeves that you work on, and work on those things. And when you conquer one, go to the next, okay? And see, by doing this, we're going to be able to protect ourselves better for psychic attack, because our aura energy is not going to become dark. We're going to be more happier and light, and we're going to be accepted of this. Now you might be wondering what causes this, because when I was taking out the trash before, it was like I felt unappreciated. I felt like no one was paying attention to me, no one cared about my thoughts or feelings, and all of those feelings of negativity is no good for us. So we need to start learning how to change ourselves positive for the better, and we can start filling our aura filled with light and good presence, and start changing lots of things about us. Make our lives a better thing. That way, our aura is so strong and powerful that nothing dark would even want to stand near us. They'd want to be away from us. Like, I ain't going near her. She's like freaking, she's as illuminating as Jesus Christ, you know? I mean, that is just too bright, you know, too happy, too filled with light, and too filled with goodness. So this is important when we're learning how to protect ourselves from psychic attack, okay? So we're gonna work on this one by one. And as these videos progress, I'm not sure exactly how long the series will end up being, but I'm actually going to get down into the details about reversing some of the thoughts that were actually programmed in that are really off the wall thoughts, okay? But before we can get there, we have to get down, we have to start breaking down things that were already our personal feelings and thoughts, okay? And then we can start working, we can start getting to other things that are more outrageous. One by one, we're gonna get closer and closer and closer to being better and closer to be protective, okay? And so every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better. So hopefully this makes sense to you, and watch out for series 5 of Psychic Attack.